Sportsway, my guy.
Sportsway, welcome to another episode of the current podcast. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Sportswave. This is your producer Byron, along my co-producer Mauricio. How you doing, bro?
We're right here, bro.
We got the host Enzo in the building. We got the co-host Manny in the building. How you guys doing today?
We're doing good right here, bro. You know, just holding it down. Another week of sports, man. It was a crazy combat sports weekend. We got playoffs going on. We got a lot of stuff going on there. So, yeah, man. And I also saw that, for example, the NFL schedule came out. Not schedule yet, the opponents, right?
Yeah, the opponents.
Yeah. So I saw that you guys are gonna get the defending champions at home.
Yes, sir.
And it's crazy because
I'm trying to go to that game, bro.
Yeah, now that we have they have more games. I see that you guys also have more home games. So our host Enzo will be happy to have more home games for the Saints, and then our host Manny is gonna have to go against his host Enzo in New Orleans.
Your Rams fan, remember?
Oh, according to you guys, yes.
Bro, he knows it, dog.
Just like
OBJ left though, bro. What are they gonna do?
Where'd he go?
Bro,
OBJ is not the Rams anymore, bro.
Where'd he go?
So Aaron Donald's not re-signed yet.
Where'd he go?
So
Where'd OBJ go?
You know what? But Aaron Donald did get a bigger house in LA, so he's for sure staying.
wow, they got to renew that contract.
Where'd he go?
He's out of a contract. OBJ's contract hasn't gone anywhere. He's
a free
He just
agent.
got a 1-year deal.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
he's not on a Ram at the moment, and he's not gonna. I don't think he's
Yeah,
gonna
I
bring
think
him
he's.
back.
I don't even think he's
and
gonna play this.
Von
next
Miller
season.
already left, so
Yep, he's with the Bills,
yeah,
and they traded Robert Woods too.
But
exactly.
they've been getting all these younger guys in those positions.
Who have they gotten so far? They
What's
haven't
that one
gotten
dude from the
anybody yet.
Seahawks? That everybody was like, and he's from LA also. That was like the first signing in the offseason. I forgot his name.
I'm not too sure, but they have lost a lot of players.
Yep.
And it's gonna be interesting because Robert Woods for me is the biggest blow because him and Cooper Kupp were the ones to hold it down.
Mhm.
Yeah, they got OBJ too, but he was just injury prone. We saw that knee was just suspect to give out at any moment.
Yeah.
But it's dope that now that we have the opponents, at least the schedule I feel like is on the eve. I think in a couple of months or so we'll have a full NFL schedule. And yeah, man, maybe when we're in Vegas, the Broncos are playing. We go to the Bronco game the next day, bro. It's good.
Imagine that'll be a wild ass weekend.
Yeah, hell
He
yeah.
wants to go watch the Raiders and the Broncos. Did
Oh,
you
yeah,
hear
bro.
this guy?
Hell yeah, bro.
Raiders.
In Allegiant
He
Stadium.
wants to go. He wants to go to Vegas to do that. Where we could just watch it here in LA.
Well, bro, we're gonna be in Vegas, as I'm saying. And if they're playing against the Broncos, why not catch a game, bro? You're already out there, shit.
That weekend.
It's gonna be in September,
Yes.
and the season's already started in September. So that's what I'm like.
But have you narrowed it to being in that weekend?
No, like I said, the schedule's gonna come out in a couple months, and we'll find out then. But the
So
Dodgers,
if it's not the Broncos, are you still gonna go?
nah, it's only if it's against the Broncos. But yeah, we got the Dodgers also right
Those
now
Dodgers.
sitting at 18-7.
Revised that because I believe today's game they might have changed because they played yesterday.
Yeah, they're 19-8 now actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they you know how a couple of days ago, a week ago, we were talking about how we said the schedule was, the record was one day at the morning and at
Yeah.
night it was like a whole different thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that happened this weekend in the sense that they played 2 games on Saturday against the Cubs because Friday night they weren't able to play. So they played back-to-back games. One was in like the morning, and then once that morning game ended in the afternoon. From what I understand, they kick out all the fans who had tickets to that Friday game, and then they let in the people for Saturday. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, so then that's how that works. And then they destroyed them that night. And I think yesterday they also played them. I just don't know who.
The Dodgers destroyed them or the Cubs destroyed
The Cubs. No, the Dodgers destroyed the Cubs on Saturday night.
them?
Let me see.
In both games or just one game?
In that Saturday night one, it was 7-0 Dodgers. And then last night they beat them 6-2.
Mm.
So, yeah. And even
They're on the roll. They're on the roll.
even yesterday they beat them also 7-1. So they basically swept that series, and then they lost today to the Pirates in Pittsburgh. They got 2 more games though, so they can bounce back on that. Yeah, man, that's what's happened there. But starting off with our combat sports stuff, something that happened over the weekend was that the PFL came back, and it was one of the most their most star-studded lineup. But they had Kayla Harrison that she just re-signed
Mhm.
with them. With who else was Anthony Pettis was fighting for them. Roy
That shit was
McDonald.
crazy.
A couple of fights he won.
He submitted somebody.
Yep.
That shit was dope.
So PFL happened, I believe, Friday night, and then that same night, I want to say Bellator actually had their fights in France, and Yoel Romero won his first light heavyweight bout in Bellator. And then we also had a Canelo fight on Saturday night. And I know a lot of people were expecting him to win and all that. It's a Cinco de Mayo weekend type of thing.
But we had an upset, right?
Yeah, but it was an upset because everybody's expecting Canelo
Was it an
to win.
upset? He wasn't the champ in this one.
No,
It's
but
not an
everybody's
upset.
expecting him to win, though.
Yes,
In the sense of
there's
the
a
outcome, I
pressure.
guess,
There's
right?
a pressure on him to win. But it's like, dude, the dude went up in weight. The guy that he's facing is taller than him. The guy that he's facing wasn't even phased by Canelo's power,
Manny,
bro.
do you think that somebody being taller than you is why you're going to lose in a fight?
In boxing, you know that someone that's taller than you can lean on you more. Which adds weight to you.
That did not happen in this fight, for sure.
It didn't happen as much.
So let's remove that the equation.
Nah, but
that guy didn't do that, and then
did he not lean on him and Canelo pick him up?
Hell, I mean, that was after he had been dominating him the whole fight. That was actually Canelo trying to clinch because he was getting pieced up.
And frustrated, right?
He was trying to clinch a lot in that fight.
Who?
Canelo.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Who's leaning on who?
Yeah.
So I don't think necessarily it was the height. I think it was
Nah,
more
but
the
height-
weight.
What about the reach
The weight
advantage?
and
The reach advantage for sure.
Sure, huh?
He had
Yeah.
reach advantage on
And
him.
that's due to height as well.
But nah, bro, those
Not
guys that
always.
are shorter that have longer reach.
range.
Than,
Yeah, I
look,
think
look at
it's-
Mike Tyson. Is a short ass dude, but his reach was long.
I
bro.
think what it is another
It's weight, dog. It
example
was the
is
weight.
Flexibility.
Alexander Volkanovski has a long reach and he's short too.
right.
But
exactly.
yeah, it's the weight. I think that just putting on 10 pounds and then and also not. I think you do this look a lot slower. First of all, and then on top of that, in the first couple rounds, I saw him trying to throw a lot of his power, and that didn't really face the guy.
He
Like
gassed out.
he was hitting all glove and arms for the most part.
That shit sucked because
At the end, you did see the guy's arm
he
bruised.
showed his arm, but that's
Yeah.
what he does to all his opponents.
Mhm.
The thing that sucked about it was that I feel like he underestimated him because I think prior to this, he kept saying about somebody was in the crowd talking shit to him, and he was like, "Oh, you just want a money fight. You just want a money fight. You just want to fight me for the money. It's a payday." And then now it's like you take a blemish like that on your record. Yes, it's a blemish. I call it a blemish because he went up in weight.
The way I look at it is when Izzy went up in weight, bro.
Right.
That's the
It's
way
the
I look
same
at
type
it.
of- it's the same
It's
type
like
of,
Izzy lost, but he still has his belt and in his division.
Right. But I feel like it's going to be much harder for Canelo. He either has to take this and come back on a rematch and fight this dude again and get better at that weight class, or just never go back up anymore and just stay where you're at. Stay at cruiserweight.
And that's that he wants to go
Yeah.
up to heavyweight.
And that's
He's not going to do it, bro.
that's in his pride, Like how prideful is he about it? Because
He's trying to bust a Roy Jones Jr.
It is all pride because even his heavyweight fight, he's like, I just want to fight at 201 to make it heavyweight. It's like, it's not really, heavyweight.
Yeah,
per
but he's
se.
the A side, so that's why he can do that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's trying to do the Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. I think went to either light heavyweight or heavyweight. But
It's funny to me though because at the same time, this just gives more clout, and you can say to Jake Paul and Kamaru Usman to be like, yo, like,
yeah, let's get something.
because he went up. This is 175
Bruh.
for them, right? For him, right? And they're
Imagine
fighting, and
Usman
he's-
now. Imagine Usman now.
Yeah, bro.
Usman's probably like, yo, this fool couldn't take out Dimitri. I could take this fool out.
it's a different fucking technique, though.
No doubt, but it just,
It's a
as I said, it
different
just gives them more
sport.
clout to talk shit.
Exactly.
Oh,
that's
even
what it said, that's what I'm saying.
Jake and
Jake
Logan
has already
can
said
talk.
that.
Yeah, but I mean, in UFC, you could lose it. Anybody could lose. Just look at Rose this weekend. The way she just
No, I
lost
know,
her
but
Nah,
we're talking
that's a whole
about-
different other thing.
We're just talking about
That's
how
what I'm
Rose
saying.
didn't
UFC
fight.
What I'm
is
talking
different.
about, they just
Yeah.
made Canelo look human in the boxing ring.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
So they're gonna give them. What did Jake
Human
Paul say?
His
because
only
again, he
loss-
went up
Jake-
in weight.
Jake
First
Paul,
of all, the only
but,
loss-
Bro, we're talking about
This
people that are
fool
trying
wasn't-
to.
He wasn't a god already, bro. If
These
he would have
people-
beat Mayweather, then and then got out to this,
Nah, but
then it would've
see,
been like, oh,
these people
fool,
are
he's
trying
a
to-
boxing
That's
god.
Mayweather, though.
So chill with that one,
Bro,
right there.
is Kamaru Usman or Jake Paul really calling out Mayweather to fight? No, bro. They're calling out Canelo because
What
right
do you
now
mean?
he's
His
the
brother
top
fought
guy.
Mayweather already.
His
so
brother. I'm talking about Jake and Kamaru. I'm not
But-
talking about Logan. I'm talking about.
That's not
Okay.
gonna happen, bro, because Canelo's the A side, and he's not gonna make these. He's not gonna give
But
than
I'm just
that.
you're not understanding what I'm saying, and so I'm just saying
You're going with the clout. I understand what you're saying.
It gives them
And
more
it's
clout
clout
to talk
but
shit, and that's what Jake said today. It's
you
funny.
think
Jake
clout
today
is gonna
Jake today
secure
was
the
like
bag for that fight
Jake
to
today
happen?
was like, give me 2 to 3 years, I can do the same thing
Yeah,
that
I
Dimitri
heard
did.
that, but-
and then earlier before the fight, they're interviewing Canelo about this.
I'll wait.
And then Canelo goes, yeah, maybe in 2 to 3 years we'll do this. So it's like, it's just
How
funny how that's
old
going.
how old is Canelo gonna be in 2 to 3 years?
I
The
don't know,
funny
what
thing is just that they
stage?
both did this. They both just said the same thing.
How old is Canelo
In
gonna
the
be
span of 72 to
How old is Canelo gonna be
72
in
hours.
2
What's
to
his
3
age?
years?
What's his age right now?
That's he's like what, 33?
And then on top of that, like, who is Jake Paul fighting that's like, oh, fuck, bro, this is fighting boxers right now. I'll wait.
But
They're
yeah,
all
he's
entertaining.
solidified, right?
How is that solidification? Like, how is he being solidified by fighting?
Canelo's 31, so in 3 years he's gonna be 34. He's
So
gonna still
what's
be in
the
his prime.
boxing prime? That's not boxing prime
Still
no
gonna be
more.
in his prime, bro.
You tripping, fool.
Bro, we just saw what time? How old? Can you look up Tyson Fury?
This is his prime right now.
Tyson Fury?
By the time
Yeah.
you're like, Tyson Fury is a whole different animal, though. This fool.
We're talking about boxing prime, bro. Right now, people's prime is like being extended
Yep.
because of science, because of all these things.
It's
Tyson
also
Fury's 33
outliers,
years old.
bro.
33
Tyson
years
Fury,
old.
33
There's
years old.
also- there's
so
al-
that means
there-
that he
There's also outliers.
and would you not say Canelo is an outlier? bro?
How fool? What are you talking about?
Would you not
This
say-
fool's- So you're saying that Canelo's gonna go fight this fool fucking Tyson Fury?
No, I think that at the end of his career,
How
he
is that
might
gonna-
fight someone like a Jake Paul, bro. That's another paycheck,
That's what I'm
bro.
saying. At the end of the career,
That's
that's
why
why,
I'm
I said,
saying-
how old is he gonna be in 2 to 3
And
years?
that's why I
It's
gave
gonna
you
be
that
over
example
by
that they
time.
both. It's funny that they both said the same thing, that in 2 to 3 years that fight might happen.
Manny said that he's fighting solidified fighters. Who's the solidified fighter that he's fought?
He's not fought Woodley.
That's solidified as a boxer?
As a
Not
fighter,
even
you just said
he's
fighter, and now you're switching it to boxer.
Well, what are they fighting in a boxing ring?
But as
alright,
a
boxer,
fighter,
let me say boxer.
as a fighter though, that was a
Alright, bro,
solidified person, and he did fight him
boxer,
twice,
bro.
and the second
boxer,
time,
bro. I'm
he
saying
ended up
boxer.
fighting, knocking
What
him out.
boxer? Solidified boxer.
We'll see who he fights in August.
Solidified. That's
We'll
what
see
it
who he
means,
fights in
right?
August.
It means that that's his solidified fucking lane. That's what he's in. Fighting, yeah, but he's not a solidified. Woodley's not a solidified boxer.
And I think that's
for
why
one.
Jake Paul even said, in 2 to 3 years, I can
And
do the
neither
same
is
thing that
Jake
this guy
Paul,
just did to
because
Canelo.
he hasn't fought nobody.
We'll see. We'll see who he lines up next.
He
Yeah,
did- he
exactly.
just did
He has
a-
to start fighting boxers to be like, all right, bro, at least fight somebody that has 10-0 that's fought opponents that are like, because that's how you can start
And that's
ranking
another thing
fighters.
that he said. That's another thing he said. He told Eddie Hearn the week before, give me someone that's fought 10 or less fights. Jake Paul told Eddie Hearn that. One of your fighters that you have signed.
And you know who they're supposed to
So
fight?
that's why I feel like in 2
You know
to 3
who they're
years, he
supposed to
probably
fight?
that will happen.
You know,
Tommy Fury, yes. And then I don't
and
think
what
that's going to
happened with
happen anymore
that? So
because
it's
Tommy
like-
pulled out like a little, you know.
So then,
Pause.
yeah.
bro, there's all
Because he was going to be
behind the
disowned
scene.
by his family if he lost.
the
he was
behind-
His
scared.
family did say that. His dad did say that. Like,
Yeah,
if
he
you
would
lose this
disown
guy,
him.
he's going to disown him. So.
Yeah.
But in
got scared.
Arizona at the Footprint Center, we did have a UFC 274 go down, and we saw the first fight that we all kind of tuned in for was a Tracy Cortez versus Melissa Gatto. Enzo, you were the one that was really watching that one.
You guys didn't watch it?
I watched
I
it.
was watching it, but I was like on my phone doing stuff, and that's why I'm just kind of going to refer to you first because you watched it from top to bottom for the most part.
It was a dope fight. She got better at the ground and pound. That's
Yeah, her
definitely-
ground game got better. She's always been decent at her ground game.
Her wrestling
but
has
it's,
always been good, but
yeah,
it's
but
been,
like
her ground
you
and
could
pound
tell like her Brazilian jiu-jitsu has improved a lot.
and her defense on how to like get out of certain situations
Yes,
got better.
very difficult situations. It got really better, her defense. However, the issue that she's had for the longest is that she doesn't move her head.
A lot of UFC fighters don't.
like
She didn't get hit much this fight.
nah, not as much, but like she doesn't move her head. Like, and I'm always like, please move your head. You know, like I get it, you're gonna get hit sometimes, but there's shots where you're like, yeah, you probably could have moved your head on that one.
Yeah, a lot of UFC fighters have that
A lot of
tendency.
people, it's just hard. That's
to not
just
do
a
that.
hard thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me.
But the good
If
thing
you
is
guys
she
have
pulled
fought
out
in
the
a lot,
win.
You know it's hard to move your
No,
head.
no, I know it's hard to move your head, but
It's,
that's the thing. That's the
hard to
difference.
put all the two-
going a
put the
little
two
bit back
together,
to back.
move, and,
Yeah, no,
like-
going back to the boxing thing. That's one of the important things that boxing
Fundamental.
teaches you, compared to like mixed martial arts. Mixed martial arts
It's so
doesn't teach
much
you to move your
other
head.
focuses. That's
Yeah.
why because
but
you have
in
to protect
boxing,
yourself
they
from-
do teach you that a lot. Is move your
like
head.
before I came over
Just
here,
anything
right?
in striking.
I was
you know?
playing. I was playing Izzy on UFC before I was fighting Izzy and the Hammer, Makachev. Bro, this Izzy hit him with the shin in the back of the head. That fool folded nasty. I was like, damn, if this fight ever happens and this fool gets him like that, it's gonna be so crazy.
See what happens. But Cerrone had to drop out of his fight.
That shit was crazy.
He
got
was food poisoning, they said.
Yeah,
he was bummed out. I saw what he said, that he was bummed out and that this was 48 and that he still has 2 more he's still gonna make it to 50 and then he's retiring. So.
Yeah, so we're gonna see if he'll drop down to 55 again for this fight with Lozon. So the next fight that we had was Brown versus Williams in this one, and Chaos Williams, and Brown actually was the one that came out and won this fight.
It was entertaining.
Yeah.
It was an
they're going back
fight.
and forth on it.
We didn't think it was gonna be as good just because it was a prelim fight, but
Yeah.
they actually came out really good.
But it was supposed to be the featured prelim fight, so it was like the top prelim fight. But Brown is also they categorize him as the tallest UFC welterweight, and we looked it up, and he was at 6'3".
Yeah.
So it was.
He looks taller than that, to be honest. Like 6'4" at least.
Well, Izzy's 6'4".
Yeah.
And
He
so
looks
is John
taller
Jones.
He looks. Maybe his legs are just that long.
Yeah, his legs are long and his torso is like a little smaller.
Yeah, that's
what
probably
it looks
what it
like.
is. They're like, oh shit.
And
He looked
then,
like that one guy from Street Fighters.
Yeah,
One that
With the long arms and
yeah,
stuff.
that guy.
Fair
He
to
looked like
say.
that guy.
yeah. After that, we had Shogun Rua versus Owen St. Preux going in. That
Boring.
was 39 versus 40 right there.
Boring.
So they were a little more conservative and whatnot.
Fell asleep.
One was boringer. That one boringer. Which was more boring? Rose or that fight?
They were both bad.
Yeah, they were both bad.
They were both
I would
bad.
have to agree. But I would have to say that the
but I would have-
championship fight is worse because it's 5 rounds of that shit.
Bro, that was bad. I don't even think we were engaged when we were
We were watching the Canelo fight. Can we watch
Nah,
Canelo
we
get
started
fucked
watching
up?
Yeah, that's
Canelo
right.
instead
Yeah,
of
that's right.
Rose, bro.
But
Because they were just like going
Well,
in
for
circles.
the first 2 rounds, they didn't even touch each other,
They
bro.
were going in circles.
Yeah.
I saw too
Hey,
much
hey,
fainting.
you know what I think it is, bro? If
Think
I'm
Rose was scared?
Nah, I think Carla gave her purse up to fucking Rose and said, "Don't touch me because I got to get married next week."
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, bro. Don't you think about it?
Yeah, I like how you're thinking there, buddy.
Like Rose is easy.
And
Like I'll take that
Carla-
money,
Carla already said that she's gonna walk down the aisle with the belt around her, bro.
bro. I'm
Hold
telling
up.
you, dog. Did I
Yeah.
not say this earlier that day, bro? Like if she has to fight, bro, if she gets fucked up, she's calling off the wedding and
Yeah.
all that shit. But if she wins the belt, even if she gets fucked up, she's walking down the aisle with that
Yeah.
shit, bro.
She said she's gonna walk down
But
the
she's
aisle
like,
with
I
it.
need to look good, Rose. Please, I'll give you my whole purse,
Possibility.
everything.
Possibility.
That's what happened, bro.
That's
why.
part of the Illuminati.
That's why we're just gonna roll over to Charles versus Dustin. But let me
You
ask you guys,
roll
guys.
over.
Let me ask you guys.
Nah, you can't just
Hold up,
forget
hold
about
up. Yeah,
Chandler
bro,
versus
Chandler
Yeah,
versus
versus
Ferguson.
Ferguson.
Yeah,
Cause
bro.
that-
What's wrong
That
with you,
was-
bro? But Rose
I
and
don't even
Carla.
know how we skipped that.
Yeah.
We went
bad.
to
Because we're
Rose.
talking about the most
Which
boring. We're
one?
talking about,
And that's good. We can get rid of that.
Shogun,
But do you guys,
Facts, yeah.
before that, do you guys think that Rose deserves to lose her title?
She was the
Bro,
reason
I
she
don't
lost
see- I
it
don't
is because
think
she
they-
wasn't active enough.
Nah, that's
Honestly,
a bullshit
no,
reason
no.
to lose. Usually the champion
literally-
gets the benefit of the doubt, though.
That's literally
I'ma
why
tell
she
you,
lost
I'm
it.
gonna give you
though.
I'm gonna quote the great Dana White. Don't ever leave it up to the judges.
Yeah, but I
Don't
don't
ever leave
think
it
I
up to the
don't.
judges.
Bro,
Dude,
Carla
that's
didn't
why
do
she
enough. I
lost
saw
it.
the highlights. Carla
No,
didn't
I know,
do
but that's why.
enough.
Just in general, don't ever leave it up to the
But
judges.
Carla was more. Even though Carla didn't do anything, she was more active
In what way?
in the sense that she was
Moving
just
her
moving
feet?
and do things, bro.
She was feigning more.
She was
just
feigning.
more active,
She
bro.
even. She even.
I think she got her. She took her to the ground once.
She-
at
yeah,
least.
exactly.
Oh, at the
She
end of
even
that-
shot,
That was
bro.
at the
Like-
end of the fucking fight.
But
That's a
in the
dub.
eyes of
That's
the
a dub.
judges, that's what
That's a
they're
dub.
they're
Bro,
gonna.
when
That's all
Derek
it took.
Lewis fought Francis Ngannou, it was the same shit. But Derek Lewis was throwing more leg kicks, was more willing to engage than Francis was.
Exactly, just
and
active.
That was.
That
Remember,
was
remember these are boxing. They're pointing this shit like if it's boxing, so the aggressor gets more of the decision at the end of the
Edge,
day. So that's the one flaw
That's
in
why I
this
said
fucking
that's
point
why she
system
won
that they
it.
have.
She
I'm not
won
the-
it
I'm-
just because she was more active, not because she was better than Rose.
I think this should have been a fucking draw, if we're being honest.
Yeah,
with you, some
exactly.
shit. But
But
the
if
fact
it's a
that
draw,
she,
she
the fact
keeps her
that
belt.
the fact that her ass touched that canvas, and it was also for Carla takedown. That's why I feel like just that alone, bro.
She got up
That's
quick,
how boring
but,
the fight
yeah.
was, bro.
That shit
Yeah.
was boring.
But
It was
the
boring, but then I felt bad to look down at the other TV and be like, damn, this fool's getting his head knocked back. What the fuck, Canelo? Hit him back. And every time that fool would try to hit him back, that shit wouldn't even phase that dude, bro.
Yeah.
And then it was almost like I felt him, kept saying it, put your hands up, put your hands up.
Yeah, because he kept
And
keeping
I-
his hands down.
But he was
bro.
baiting him.
Yeah.
But then remember when I was telling you he was like grazing him with the punches? I look back and that's all that kept getting scored because that was inactivity by Canelo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck, bro, you're gonna lose this, and he'd end up losing. But man, you know what's crazy is to think that what were we saying about Tony last week, bro? I think I said that if he loses, he's done. It's over, bro.
Yeah, I
did not expect him to go out like this.
No.
Bro, that fool was walking out. And
he looked like he was determined.
He didn't even know. No, bro. I'm talking about after the fucking.
Oh, of course, bro. Come on, dog.
Come on, bro.
He hit the canvas for a fucking long ass time, bro.
George Masvidal didn't look that bad when he got knocked out like that.
Because that was a fucking
bro, his head still fucking hit the canvas hard,
bro.
Go look
this
at
was a nasty.
I know what you're talking about. Hit the canvas hard as shit, but the kick was so vicious that it was like,
exactly,
bro.
The kick was like an uppercut, bro.
Yeah, that was that shit. Again,
like, all right. Masvidal got hit on the side of the head, bro. This was a foot.
Whose was worse, Frankie Edgar's or his?
I think his was,
Dang,
bro.
That shit was worse, bro. That fool did look.
Yeah.
He looked like El Cucur right there, bro.
At the end of the day, dog,
when he got kicked, he looked like El Cucur right there, bro.
I'm not gonna say that Tony Ferguson is done because
I
that
think he's
first
done,
round
bro.
was fucking amazing. He looked amazing out there. He looked really good. He had Chandler thinking like, "Fuck, man, that shit was
bro.
Hell yeah, bro."
Yeah,
Dana White
he
said the
did say
same
that.
thing.
He did say
Dana
that,
White
bro.
said the same thing. Bro. They both said Chandler and Dana White.
Dana White, Father Dana White.
Chandler himself said
look
it,
at
bro.
Dana White.
Chandler himself said it, bro.
What that guy
Yeah, you don't give a fuck what nobody says. It's always what you think, bro. But Chandler himself said it,
you're
bro.
on a podcast.
Tony,
the UFC God is speaking right now.
Exactly,
UFC God is
The guy that
speaking,
knows
bro.
that
Exactly, bro.
he's watched it longer than me, right?
Exactly, bro. And I don't think he's done. I think he showed a really good round. And bro, you get caught in this game. Like we said earlier, bro. It happens, and you can't explain certain shit, bro, like that.
He got
but
beat up by a boring fighter
Chandler-
in Darush, or what's his name?
Yeah,
Come on, bro. He's been getting beat up the last few fights.
He's been on a losing streak.
This is now the hammer that fucking was fucking like bam into the
If
coffin,
I would have seen
bro.
that first round
What
when he
is
was
this,
getting
fourth-
battered and all that
fourth-
shit, I
fourth
would have been
fight?
like, yeah,
This is
Bro.
the fourth fight now that he lost.
Fifth, I think.
fourth or Gaethje, Olivera, Dariush, yeah, fourth.
Yeah, fourth loss.
And honestly, bro, look at the names we're fucking talking
No,
about.
they're good fighters. Yes.
It's all top five. I mean,
everybody
yeah, top five.
everybody that we just named except for
But that's what
Dariush
I'm
has competed for the
saying.
title.
But he's a gatekeeper now. He's Donald Cerrone level.
Nah, fuck that, bro. Donald Cerrone had that guy is
Bro,
a little
Donald
worse.
Cerrone got beat up by Conor McGregor. This week just got beat up by
But hey,
Chandler.
did you guys see that he admitted that he didn't want that
Yeah,
fight?
he admitted that he didn't want to be there that
He
night
didn't
for
want to
Conor,
be there
bro.
that night, or didn't want that fight. He gave
It
up.
was all for fun money, bro.
He said he gave
Nah,
up
he
before
said that his
entering the
mental
ring.
just didn't want to be
He
there.
said he gave
and
up.
Stephen A. said that day, and then Joe
Yeah.
Rogan's like, "You're tripping," and it's like, nah, that's really
I could
what
tell
happened
too
here.
that walkthrough, but to me it was all for money because the way that Conor hugged his mom after is like, hey, oh, yeah, you know.
Not the first fighter that hugs the mom though. The
I
grandma
know,
actually.
I know, but the fact that the way it looked to me, and then now years later, now he's saying this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He said he didn't want to be there. He said he was, yeah.
Connor,
He just wanted to go in there and get out of there.
Connor needed a tune-up. All right, bro. And sometimes the UFC, Mr. Dana White has ragdolls. Tony Ferguson and Donald Cerrone in those weight classes are his ragdolls. You want to check? Hey, you want to check? Oh, you can still talk shit about me during the press conference, but yeah, you want to check? All right, bet.
But the people that
I don't know
that
what I'm talking
Cowboy
about,
has
right?
fought in the last
UFC guy got it.
in the last 3 to 4 fights that
Let me hear
Cowboy has
his
fought
rebuttal.
is those have been more gatekeeper fights. I feel like because he has fought people who are like really like up and coming. Like this last
Okay,
fight,
but
this
you
this next fight he was about to have against Joe Lozon was like the two veterans. Like they were even selling it like it's they're both their last fight. They both get to
Right, but
know
you
what I
don't
mean?
think Tony Ferguson has that top 5 heat? Well, it was feeling like the top 5 gatekeeper, where it was like if you could beat Tony Ferguson, you're gonna get the now top 5 contender or something like that. Because every
But
time
that's why I
after
don't feel
Tony
like
Ferguson,
he hasn't really fought anybody under the top 5.
Right,
though.
but the
like
fact-
if he would
okay,
have fought like
well-
Islam that was on his way up.
this is why
or
when
like
you say that
Paddy
this was a
Pimblett-
god, he would understand what I'm saying right now. Is because the reign that Tony Ferguson had for 11 years,
12 years.
12 years, right?
Undefeated.
That's why I said
12
that-
fights, not 12 years.
Bro, it was, how long was it? How many years?
Bro, you know that there's fighters that fight 3 times a year, right?
Okay, but how
Not
many
many
years was this
years.
fool doing? Was he killing it in the game
I'm
for?
gonna look it up, but I know there was a 12
This
fight
was like
win streak.
34,
though.
and he's been in the game for like since he was like young, bro. You can see it in his face.
Yeah, I know, but I like I'm saying, it was,
Again,
it was
you-
a 12 fight win
se sabe
streak, though.
todo esto aquí.
Bro,
He
it's
would've
not
caught
12
one.
years, though. It was
All
12
right.
fight win streak, though.
Bro, but it's been 12 years he's been in the game like fighting like this.
No,
Yeah,
I know,
it's 12
but
fights.
that's
yeah,
why I just wanna
know,
correct
but-
that part. That's
but
all I wanna
still,
tell you.
I know what I'm saying, bro. He's been in the fucking fight
UFC
game.
guys got the stats, bro.
Right, bro,
Yeah.
whatever. But it's like,
I mean, they were saying it all weekend, bro. That he was on a 12 fight win streak until he went up against Gaethje, and that's when
Nah,
it was
it was, who did he lose before him?
12 fights before that.
He didn't lose before nobody before that.
That's why I'm
Not
telling you.
So
before
who was the
Gaethje.
last loss before
Let me look
Gaethje?
that up because it was 12 fights before that.
He's a god. He got to look it up. He
I'm
don't
not
even know
claiming
it.
to be no god. You guys have claimed that to
I
me,
haven't
bro.
claimed that
You
to you.
guys
This guy
bet,
did.
might as well
Yeah.
just get on your knees and pray too, bro.
Because this fool always goes, oh, you guys are casuals. You guys are casuals.
Right.
So that's why I call him UFC God, bro.
Yeah.
Because anything I say, bro, is from a casual.
You know what you're saying, fool. You know what you're saying.
So his last loss was
Who was the last guy before?
Michael Johnson in 2012.
And where was Michael Johnson? He was like top 5 in those days.
Yeah.
So
Michael
isn't
Johnson
that
back
12
then.
years?
Nope.
Well, what year was that?
2012.
2012.
10 years.
10 years, bro. Oh my
10
God,
years.
round
And
up,
actually,
bro.
he lost when he lost was 2020. So it was 8 years actually. That's how long his streak lasted. 12 years.
The streak was 8 years.
8 years, and it was
Yeah.
12
All
fights.
right.
That's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't 12 years. That's all I want to say. So
Oh
his
my-
last
like,
loss was
this
2012.
fool with
technicalities,
technicalities
it's
is
okay,
what-
bro.
Well, there's a
He
big
wants
difference.
us to be
Hey, but that he
accurate,
didn't
bro.
know.
There's a
that
big
he didn't
difference
know.
between 12 years and 12 fights, though. I just hope
Exactly.
they're
He
not.
just wants to-
I said 10, 12 years of him being in the fight game and dominating the reign.
You said that he was undefeated for 12 years.
I said
I
that
didn't say-
because I'm the casual.
I
Nah,
said the
both of you said
reign.
that shit.
I said the reign of him fighting, like how long he's been.
It was
like
8 years, though.
And then I said, if you like paying attention instead of talking over somebody, I'm saying the
Oh,
fucking.
I'm the only one that does that.
He's the 5. Bro, you've been the fucking 5 minutes. You've been doing that. He's the top 5. He's a top 5 gatekeeper. That's what I said. Every time that somebody beats Tony Ferguson, now they're in a contender of being, oh shit, he's gonna go for the belt. When Darush beat him, oh shit, I don't know where that whole fucking
Yeah.
2 months, this fool might fight for that belt. And it was like,
Nah,
who-
his next fight was against Islam, bro, and then that
Yeah.
didn't happen because he had to pull out.
right, but they were already talking. These 2 fools were gonna fight for the belt. And it was like, this
It
is
was
gonna be
whoever won that fight between Islam and Darius gets to get the belt. That's what.
all
That's
right,
what
so
that was.
you're still proving my point. They're already in belt conversation after they beat Tony Ferguson. What are you saying, bro?
But I mean, the people who beat Tony Ferguson, they were already like in belt contention for the most part. The only one that I would say that wasn't was like Charles. I would have to say, because Benil hasn't gone for the title. If he would have beat Islam.
How was Charles not in the contention for the belt?
He was the only one that was like that when after he beat Tony, he was in contention for the belt.
That's what I just said, fool.
No, I'm saying that he was the only one.
Okay, bro. All right, next point.
I'm saying that because Justin Gaethje was already in that conversation.
So,
That was his whole point, though.
Then Benel Dariush hasn't
Fighter pay, bro.
He beat Tony Ferguson, but he hasn't.
Fighter
he
pay.
hasn't been
All
in
right,
no.
you're right, bro.
No,
Fighter pay.
contention there.
I'm a novice. You're right. Fighter pay.
Fighter pay.
Tony Ferguson's talking shit a lot about this. What's up? How you feel about
When
that?
So did Francis Ngannou. Did you watch
Oh,
that
yeah.
barbershop episode that I
I
sent?
did not watch that
Well,
shit,
Tony
bro.
Ferguson wants
He
more
talks-
insurance than he wants.
Is that what he's saying?
More than he wants more
I
fights.
didn't hear that part. What are you saying about
He wants
that? Break
he
that
wants
part.
health insurance.
Really?
Yeah.
After the fucking knockout, damn. He probably saw that shit coming
Hey,
there,
bro, but the UFC
He had a
pays for that.
premonition.
The UFC pays for that. Anything
they
that
pay-
happens
Hey, that shit was
They
entertaining.
pay
but
for that
fuck,
if anything
bro.
happens during
in
a
the
fight.
ring, yeah, during
But
the fight.
anything else like repercussions wise like that,
yeah,
they
no,
don't.
you're outside
So
of
like
the
a
ring.
pullout, they don't
Anything
pause.
like that, they don't.
Yeah, that's why he wants.
Hold the
And
fuck.
also, you got to think about it when we're
Because he's
talking about-
employed by the
All right,
UFC.
all right, but
Nah, he's-
all right. So they got to pay for the concussions that are coming after that knockout in the ring.
Yes.
because that's
Yeah.
a concussion that fool
Yeah.
got.
No,
Well-
UFC handles whatever happens in the ring.
And after,
But on your daily life, that's
oh,
on
of
you.
course, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But he wants the daily life insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got to think about
I
it too.
approve.
You got to
Yeah.
think about it too. Like he's thinking about it from a perspective where like he has
You're
a
not-
family,
Well, not
and that
only-
insurance would also cover your family too. It's not just the,
You know
the
why I
insurance
feel
for
like
your-
that's
your
hard?
body.
Is in this is where I would feel like every fighter needs to be a business and has to.
It
create
is
a-
because they're independent contractors.
So then that's what they need to get their own, but they need to get paid. I feel like they need to get paid more so that then they could like start that into their own business and like.
Yeah, because Jake Paul was in that episode with the barbershop that I sent you guys. He talks about how he wants to start a fighters union, and he wants to unionize them. But then Francis brings up a good point where he says, well, if you ask them to become a union and you ask them to stop fighting in order to become a union, he's like, they got family to feed.
They're just gonna put other fighters.
Yeah, he's like, other fighters will just take their place.
I feel like in the UFC,
And then he talked about like, oh, what if
you guys don't think that
we
the
build
UFC
build a fund for them while we do the strikes.
You don't think that the UFC has a easier brand to do that instead of like boxing where they need the faces of like those boxers to do it?
What do you mean?
Like, cause UFC sometimes there's like fight nights that you don't even know these fighters, but you know you're gonna get probably good fights or knockouts or submissions that people still watch.
Yeah.
And that's why that helps garner more viewing for the big fights and all this shit, right?
Yeah.
So whereas boxing doesn't really have that.
Nah, it's all big fights.
If you do get something like that, it's like local circuits and you have to go watch it there, or it's like on
There's no coverage.
local fucking television at like.
Wouldn't you say that Top Rank has kind of done that in a sense?
Yeah, but it's like, what's the part? Do you watch it?
If
There
it's
you go.
on,
I mean,
and there's really nothing else to
know,
watch.
I know. When was the last time you watched it then? And then you saw a fighter that you picked up from that, and you're like, oh shit.
I mean, if I'm being honest with you, because I'm more of a casual when it comes to boxing. Top Rank was the first time I saw Lomachenko. That was the first time I saw. I think Fury fought on there too. But again, I am a casual in that aspect, so I didn't know those names. You know what I'm saying? So Top Rank gave me that to be like, oh, now I know who Lomachenko is. So when he fought that other dude, the Hispanic guy that he lost to, I was like, I know who Lomachenko is.
Okay, but that's why.
Same thing with Fury. I wasn't really on who Fury was until he was fighting on Top Rank. And that was before he fought the Wilder the first time, honestly.
Yeah, that's good because you said
I'm a casual when it comes to that. Yeah, you're the god when it comes to that.
I never claimed that.
Well, you guys are claiming me, so I'm gonna claim you're the guy, bro. And Manny's the soccer god.
He claimed that.
Byron's the NFL god.
Whoa.
There you go, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Respected sports.
Yeah, bro.
I disagree. Nobody's gods.
All right, what's next?
So as of I think it was last fight night that they had when Jessica Andrade fought. Did you guys notice that fighters haven't been bringing out their flags anymore?
Why?
They're not allowed to.
Oh, because of the Russian dudes that are trying to bring their flags out and Russia's being bad?
Yeah, so the whole conflict in Ukraine has basically banned any fighter from repping their flag on their way to the octagon. So,
but Charles had it yet.
He took it off a fan.
They should fine him for that. That's unacceptable.
He took it off a fan, put it on, and then gave it back to the fans.
Yeah, he took a selfie with him.
They need to take it from the fan and burn it. Just kidding. Nah, it's just if it's banned, right? Like
it's banned to walk into the octagon.
I know,
with
bro.
it.
I'm just being an asshole.
Typical.
And he's like, it's because it wasn't an American flag.
Nah, that's fucked up, bro.
That's
Brazil gives us a lot of stuff. They give us jiu-jitsu.
I feel like even in this aspect, like if you're Russian, you should still be able to
and the
rep
world's
flag.
oxygen.
You think so, bro?
Yeah, bro. I don't think that you
I don't
being
think
Russian
Russians are bad.
aligns you with
Putin.
bro.
Nah, you're right.
USA, how much shit are we doing bad in the
facts.
world?
Don't say we, bro, because I ain't doing shit. United States.
You're an
government.
American citizen, bro. You represent that shit, bro.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
You represent that.
Anytime you travel, it's
You
with an
represent
American
that shit.
passport.
Filthy American.
I haven't traveled in years.
Filthy American. So when you
And the
do,
last time I traveled to that country that I did travel, they use our currency, so they love us, I guess.
hey, bro, just keep traveling, bro. Just
Bro,
keep traveling.
Salvadorans love us, bro. You know how much fucking tourism Americans are
Dude,
investing?
Keep traveling, though.
It's
You'll
crazy.
see
When
filthy
I
American.
hear how much they
Bro, you
make,
keep
I think
traveling,
it's
motherfucker.
wild, bro.
I will. Thank you, sir. I will.
Thank you, sir. I'm not take you nowhere, fool.
Dude, what I
I'm
make,
saying
I'm
thank
making
you.
an hour what they make in a day, bro.
Oh, for sure. I mean, come on now.
Like,
Damn, bro. Shit. Damn, my bad. Fuck. Mr. Barton over here.
Nah,
say it one more time. Say it one more time.
nah.
Say it with your chest this time.
even you,
No.
make,
Just say it though.
even you make.
I'm not throwing it in their face though.
All
Say it one more
right?
time, bro.
No, bro. Hey,
Even
actually,
What country
you
we talking about
make-
again?
you know what?
What country
There's,
we-
there's
sorry.
Salvadorians that are richer than you because they own
What
Yes,
country we
there
talking
is.
about?
because
There is.
they own Bitcoin over there.
Exactly.
What country?
I don't
we
even
talking
know
about Salvador?
Yeah,
Hey, bro, we got listeners out there. You're throwing it in their face, bro. It's fucked up, bro.
I don't even own Bitcoin, so they're richer than you over
they
there.
are.
Este head out there.
Este es magia aquí, no habla que
Yeah.
habla.
All right, but John Morant, man,
What about him?
is he out for the rest of the series or?
He's out for
He's
game
out,
4
bro.
for sure. He's out for
You're
game 4.
knee injury,
For game
bro.
4, I know for sure for game 4.
You're Woj.
Knee injury, bro.
It just it's
Your
just
baby Woj.
it's just so interesting how we're watching Winning Time in this. Did you watch last episode, Manny?
No, I haven't.
Motherfucker.
What's wrong with you, bro? What was your Sunday?
Just say it,
What
bro.
did your Sunday night consist of?
Mother's Day.
You could not. Oh, that night you were with her all night.
Mother's Day.
It just reminds me
or,
of
or like Maury said, I pleaded the second.
I'll shoot you. That's what I mean.
With his wang. Oh, pause. He's shooting with wangs now.
But it just reminds me of the relevance, if you will, of when Kareem right now is getting injured in Winning Time, and like it's just the star player effect is going down type of shit. And I'm like, damn, It's funny how that's happening to the Grizzlies right now. But
That-
the Grizzlies
I mean,
don't have nothing else though after that.
That's how I was looking at you.
That's
Like, bro,
that's just
how are you even
that's
comparing
why
that then?
because it's a significant injury to a team, and
Not-
at that
it's
and in
not
the
in
series,
the finals.
no, it's not. But in the series, they're all
So then
like
how-
they're all like doubting them like shit. I just wanted to blend in winning time in the Lakers
These are
because
clout
we have to be
shows.
watching only fucking.
You know it sucks, bro.
And
we got documentaries
yeah,
and this shit.
Mike Johnson. Michael Jackson. Was that 42 points?
We
42 points?
What? Hold on.
Magic Johnson was like 42 points.
oh, I thought you said
I'm
Michael
lagging.
Jackson.
Yeah, me too. That is like,
And then you did the fucking voice. I was like, wee. I was like, what are you talking about, bro?
Hold on, I'm lost. What's going on?
So yeah, John Morant for sure is gonna be out for Game 4.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He said it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Looking at it right now.
He's injured.
What's wrong with him?
His knee.
His right knee.
What kind of knee injury is it?
It's
The
non-contact.
kind that doesn't let you play in the Game 4 of the.
Chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out. Title of this one is called Chill the fuck out.
non-contact injury.
No, let me see. Well, I mean, I was looking at those. We were looking at it yesterday.
Nah, that fool
There was a couple of
Paul grabbed his leg.
grabbed his leg and then he grabbed his arm on a different play. Yeah, it just says right knee, further evaluation. Obviously,
They're
we're
trying
going to
get that fool
continue to work.
suspended.
Paul?
Yeah,
Mm.
because he grabbed his leg on a defensive play.
Do you guys think that was retaliation when they Gary Payne Jr. Think that was retaliation?
But that was from the Minnesota. Did that not?
No, that was. Remember, Draymond Green first gets the guy
Yeah, he pulled his jersey.
in the game 1, and then the next game, Gary Payne Jr. goes down.
Exactly, game 3.
Oh yeah, Dylan Brooks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
So you guys think that was retaliation?
Could be.
Yes.
But it's just crazy how it's like now they're like, all right, we're going after Jalen.
Could be.
I just feel bad for Gary Payne Jr., bro, because he wasn't on a team at the beginning of the season, then they picked him up again. Like the Warriors had cut him.
The Lakers picked him up, and then they picked him up. Again.
Yeah, right. And then, but I think he got drafted by the Warriors originally.
Lakers. Look it up.
Look it up. But it just sucks that like it's his elbow, and it's like he could have gone into the finals and all that shit, and it's a damn shame.
He's gonna go to finals though.
Huh?
Think he's gonna go to finals?
I think the Warriors are gonna go to finals, but I don't think he's gonna be able to play with them. I think that sucks because he was playing a significant role off the bench for that team.
Is he still going to get a ring?
Yeah, but I think it's just another thing when you get to participate, at least get able to like play all the way there and whatnot. And then
Is he going to get a participation trophy?
you always get a ring, bro. If you play half a season with them,
Fucking fool, bro. Come on, bro.
as long as you play half a season with them, you get
Is he
it.
gonna get a participation jersey? I mean jersey. I mean ring.
Jersey.
It's like Troy Daniels, bro. You got a participation trophy, bro.
He did.
For playing half a season with us.
So the Celtics
I
have
don't
tied
even
the
know where he's
series
at now.
today,
Greece or something like
116.
Dang, he's not even in the NBA anymore.
Nah.
Damn.
that.
Hey, bro, but his Salvi girlfriend, whew, fire, bro.
Hey, bro, you can go make a decent amount of money
Fire,
overseas
bro.
too.
Cállate,
Celtics bust though. Bucks.
Quiero ver allá.
Series tied 2-2. Who you guys got in that series?
Oh, the Celtics beat him today?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. It depends how they turn it around.
I'm still gonna
I
say
see
it's,
it
I'm
going
going
to
to say
seven.
defending
The Bucks.
champ still.
I think it's gonna be Celtics Warriors in the finals.
Say the Bucks win, but it's
Right
going,
now,
it's
the-
going to 7.
Right now, the Grizzlies and the Warriors are tied, or the Grizzlies are up 43-41 in the third quarter.
Without
so
Ja?
Sick.
It's the third quarter.
low scoring.
Interesting.
game.
Just started.
They can still play. They play more as a team without Ja.
They do.
When they have Ja, it's more of a one-on-one.
Hey, but this is the quarter that in last game where the
Yeah.
Warriors just went off on them.
Yeah, but the Warriors tend to do that to you if
That's
you
what I'm
don't.
saying,
If
in
you
the
don't
third
be
quarter,
up in
though.
the third quarter.
And
Wait,
it's only 1 minute into the third quarter.
All right, bro.
That's what happened. Then the Sixers beat the Heat. They tied the series at 2-2 apiece as well. And we also basically everything is tied up right now
Joel
except for
Embiid coming
the
back already?
Joel.
Because he
Yeah,
had.
Yeah,
came
it's the
back.
second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it's the
came
second
back.
game back.
I think that's the factor that changes
Well,
it.
James Harden showed up yesterday.
Yep.
He went
That's
off.
what changes it. Joel Embiid being in there.
And Suns and the Mavericks will play tomorrow.
That's a crazy one.
Yo,
Chris
CP3
Paul, bro.
about to
2-2.
fucking
Yo,
beat
bro.
that little white boy up.
Yo,
About
bro,
to
what would
beat
you
his
do, bro?
ass.
If someone put
Hey,
hands on
I'll
your
see you.
mom?
I'll see you later.
What would you do, bro? If someone put hands on your mom and your wife?
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Bro, he really put hands on it?
I want to see the video. How
Yeah, I
is
haven't
that-
seen the
how
video.
is
I
that
saw
video
the, I
not
saw the
come out?
caption and shit, but I was like, what the fuck?
How's that video not come out?
Las tocó, bro. No les pegó. Las tocó, bro.
¿Cómo? Enséñale a la cámara cómo las tocó.
No sé, bro.
I was already
¿Cómo
on you.
fue?
Fool. We already saw you.
No sé, bro.
Tee.
Tahiti.
All right, so in the East, who do you think is going to be the Eastern Conference Finals? Celtics Heat.
I know this. Nah, the Bucks, bro.
All right, well, I already said
Don't
I
say
got
the
Celtics Warriors.
Bucks, Sixers.
That could be.
Trusting in the process, huh?
Yeah.
But what about the Suns Mavs series? What do you guys think about that?
They might go to 7 games.
It's whoever stays healthy
Yeah, might go to 7 games.
because they're all injury
But
prone.
then at the same time, it's like, how mad is Chris Paul that he's gonna want to like rip him out in this next game?
I don't know, bro. Chris Paul's been known to choke
Last game he didn't.
in a series, though.
And that's
We're in a
probably going to
series right
7
now.
games.
I'm saying we'll still have a couple games left in the series, so the next game could be the game he just
He didn't choke last series.
choked in the finals.
That's the final.
And
Bro.
he
You
choked
ever
every
been
year
to
with the
finals?
Clippers. Have you ever won in the finals?
He didn't choke with he didn't choke with the Clippers. He got injured one time. That's not choking.
Yeah, good a couple years with the choke too. Him and Doc
Where?
Rivers.
Show me where he.
Nah, that was Blake Griffin actually.
Blake Griffin, Doc
Blake
Rivers.
Griffin. Blake Griffin
Man,
froze. I remember that. That was against the Warriors, you're right?
Yeah, you're tripping. Come on, bro. We're
And
talking about CP3. You can't put some respect on his name, bro.
Yeah, he's been injured. That's what happens to him. He
Why
just
do you-
breaks
why do you
down.
think- why do you
Okay,
think
so he
breaks
might break
down?
down. He might break down.
That's what's up.
He might break
Yeah.
down.
He has clutch in him.
Why do you think people always want him to get a ring, bro? Because he deserves
Yeah,
it.
he deserves it.
I don't
bro.
want to get a ring no more. I'm just kidding.
What? I want him to do. I want him to come
But
to
hey, we
Lakers
already know
again.
Byron's already supporting him. So.
Yeah.
Right?
But still, I got Warriors and Celtics.
You guys don't like to see the Warriors play?
I do or I don't. I do like to see him play.
That shit just fun to watch. But
It's fun to watch him shoot threes, bro. All day, bro.
no,
Nah, it's not even that, bro.
I don't like that part of it. I like
He
when the
hardly
ball
does that,
moves.
really. Honestly, the ball moves a lot
Ball
more
move-
with
I
that
like the
team.
ball movement.
And I just like it when they find him open as fuck
And
to
it's
just
like,
drain.
oh
You know what
shit,
I
and
mean?
it's like it's him, so he's gonna shoot.
Yeah.
But I like this series with John Morant because it's so like,
It was
It's
skill
the new
versus
kids on the
skill.
block type of shit.
well, it's because Curry's been in the block. That team's like the vets of the league.
Oh, and by the
right?
way, Steve Kerr's not coaching tonight because he got COVID. And Mike Brown's on the bench.
Love a sudden.
Mike Brown just got a job with the Kings.
Kings, yep.
And he's coaching. That's just a trip.
Mm.
So if you make it to you get a ring, but then you come play work for us, okay?
Dang.
All right, fútbol. ¿Qué pasa con el fútbol, Cerote?
No sé qué pasó.
No sé.
No sabe.
No sabe.
Lo que
¿Qué
sí sé
pasó?
que...
¿Qué pasó?
All I saw, bro, was Frankfurt won or like got to the Euro League or something final, and they like all rushed the field.
Conference finals, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I saw.
Yeah, so did Roma. Roma got to the final as well.
So it's Frankfurt versus Roma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, they made a separate league basically. So like it's Champions League, Europa League, and then Europa Conference. I don't know.
Europa.
They made one for like other lower teams.
La Liga.
So now it's three cups. And so they made it.
It was a triple crown.
Well, it's the lowest out of all the trophies, but yeah, it's for the lower teams. Because I was showing your brother that the whole point of these competitions, like
Yeah,
the Champions League, is the money, right?
Oh,
so I
yeah.
was showing him that like the team that makes it all the way to the final ends up getting about 85 million euros. And that's money that helps the club, helps them, for the transfer window, renovations, anything. So every game that they're going through as they're making it up to the final, they're gaining 85K. So right now, 85 million euros. So like right now, Real Madrid just earned that, and so did Liverpool. So that's money that they get to reinvest into the club. So that's why it's important to have these cup, matches like that. Which is what they're doing with the Europa League. It's a smaller amount in the Europa League, and it's a smaller amount in the Europa Conference, but still they're going to make money in order to invest into their clubs. So it helps, raise the quality of the soccer teams. However, this week, Manchester United lost because they suck. They're very bad. The dressing room's divided. They lost 4-0. Ronaldo was
why is it
laughing on the
divided?
field. It's divided
Because half
just
his shirts
because
and half his skins.
because it's there's
It's
a lot of
skins and
people. A lot of
blouses.
people have given up. A lot of people don't want to play. And a lot of people are leaving, so they're just like in vacation mode already. They don't care what happens. You know, a lot of players are like that. So, but like I've been saying in a few pods about like 8 to 9 players are leaving. So because
Is Cristiano one of them?
I think it's a possibility.
Probably.
It's a possibility just because there is no Champions League football. And one of the things that Ronaldo likes is playing for a club that has Champions League football. Right now, they're, I believe, in 7th place, and they might drop even to 8th if they lose the last game. So Ronaldo might end up leaving.
That's all bad.
You know?
You know who's also leaving?
Mm.
Jalándome los huevos.
Yeah, the Man City.
Who's that?
And that's because Haaland, Erling Haaland.
Who's it?
That guy Enzo.
Yeah. He's leaving to Man City.
Erling Jalándome los
Yeah, he's
huevos.
from Norway. The reason that it,
Like, Olávame los huevos.
well, Man City does
Kinda like Olávame
after
los huevos.
Kun Agüero left Man City, they no
Exactly.
longer had a striker, and that was their issue when they faced Real Madrid. Is that they were facing them with just midfielders and wingers, and they didn't have a pure striker in the top. So because they didn't have one, they went to go buy this guy.
Man, that sucks.
So
Sounds
they're
weird in
trying
soccer,
so-
how they say buy, rent, and all that shit. Loan. Yes, they need to take these terms out in soccer.
Are you one of those?
You own these players, bro?
Nah, but still, bro, it's like
You one of those? What do you mean?
Like, you know those that we need to change the terminologies and shit,
Bro,
bro.
in this sense, do you know that the NBA players have wanted to change that?
Yeah, I've heard that they want to change it.
Yeah, because it does sound kind of weird that it's
They
like,
own you.
and then even
The
like
owner of the team.
if you see it, well, yeah, but if you see it on like if you're watching, paying attention to the details, the business side of Winning Time, they can write off the players because they're assets.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Exactly.
So changing the title is gonna change that as well.
No, but it changes. Like, come on, bro, on paper.
I know, but to me, it's just like for example, in the AV industry, they call something a master and a slave, like one, and it's just two things all working together. But they want to change that
Are
too.
those people though?
No, but they even want to change that.
Okay,
they even
that's
want to
different,
change,
though.
like for example,
they're
this.
not people; they're objects.
But I'm telling you that it's getting to that point. Like for example, these mics.
That's extra.
These mics have a male and a female, and they want to change that too.
That's stupid.
Like I'm just saying how like those terminologies, it's getting like
okay, but ownership on like.
I feel that. I'm just saying.
That's
I'm just
different.
relating it to how like all these
yeah, but
terms
I
are
feel
getting.
like that's a terror. That's like
are-
me. That's like when I use my.
Sensitive?
It's not the same type of thing, bro. You can't compare those two, bro. It's
I'm
not a good
comparing them
comparison.
just because it's
Nah, bro, it's not a good
infiltrating that
comparison.
deep.
Nah,
That's how
bro,
deep it's
like-
getting.
All right, thank you guys. No more tangents. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for listening to our episode. We appreciate your support. Remember to follow us on Instagram at The Current Pod, where you can share our episodes, review, interact with us, talk to us about what's going on. We appreciate your feedback and everything that you guys do for us and supporting us. Have a wonderful day.